Hey people, Infantry 53, Khatrin Purification Plants, Blue Team. HansMoleMan is a Warboss, a melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front line. This is the Freebooters DLCs, struggling to just walk through his boys there. Alongside DEADPOOL is a Lord General, fights in range combat, begins with a retinue, can add to this retinue throughout the game to give him more abilities and stuff. Got really strong defense and support with a moustache and a dead bear apparently. Rounding off the blue team here, CORBU RELU is a brother captain, durable hero that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, powerful support and disruption, fights in melee combat. And on the red team, Dark Ace has another brother captain. Those guys are going to duke it out on the east side here. Also on the red team, Jamona is an Apothecary, support hero that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a target heal and a passive health regeneration. Or the Macho Man Marines are back. And rounding off the red team here is Forgefather with a Farseer, support hero that fights in melee combat, some powerful buffs, debuffs and control abilities. Farseer is looking after the west side, well trying to, being pushed back there by the Orks. Meanwhile east side it's kicking off. CORBU has 4 stormtroopers, but here comes some strike squad from Dark Ace and they're going to tear them apart in melee combat. Needs to keep those stormtroopers moving and hasn't done it. Even has the stormtroopers of Dark Ace tying up CORBU's, and this should be a victory for the red team's brother captain here, with the power of the strike squad getting involved in melee. They can't really stand against it. Lost so many models there. In fact, they lost the whole squad, did CORBU. Bad start on that east side for CORBU. Kicking off though towards the contested VP and the center here. Orks trying to flank against the Marines and the Eldar. Warboss getting stuck in him. Here comes some sluggers and they do have their burners up. Doing some really good damage there to those retreating Dire Avengers. Can they finish them off? Some daggers should do it. Warboss trying to get in there and they do get finished off. Good flank from Hans. Space Marine just kind of left the Eldar to it there. You deal with it yourself, fellas. Stormtroopers barely getting away from CORBU. Stormtroopers now out of cover trying to fight Marines, but they do run away because the brother captain was coming in. Was very deep in enemy territory there, Jamona. Meanwhile, Hans's Orks getting on some power and doing some bashing. Burner's putting some work in already. We've got some spotters on the field soon for DEADPOOL, and Assault Marines for Jamona, and some more Dire Avengers for Forgefather. Does have a Shuriken Cannon guarding weapon team up to suppress these Orks, stop them marauding through and just wrecking those Dire Avengers. Spotters will be there to counter the setup team and also shut down some Marines maybe. The fact that he can use 2 shells in one engagement is a big deal for those spotters. Can really turn the tide. What is this? It's a Lord General. Got a cheeky decap over here. Then gets suppressed and runs away. Is getting the carapace armor up. I always forget which one that is. It might be the suppression immunity one. Spotters are up. We've got some Storm Boys for HansMoleMan. That's going to be fun. Down goes the brother captain of CORBU. Dark Ace doing good job so far, getting some kills. Oh, and just as I say that, Hans comes all the way across and gets some kills of his own. This is nasty. What a nasty flank. Got those retreating stormtroopers almost finished off, those retreating strike squad too. Dark Ace now getting some operatives. Assault squad are in play. Ard Boys up on the Warboss. Has this guy even retreated yet? I think he's been out in the field the entire game so far. So have these Orks as well. Apothecary getting tied up. He's got his customized Stormbolter and goes down. Sluggers doing an amazing job here early game. They do escape, I think. Assault squad trying to jump on the shooter boys. Warboss is still in here using his stomp and forcing off the assault squad. Now getting disrupted by stormtrooper grenade launchers. And he got blinded from the operatives' retreat there. The Warboss is still in play. You've got to be careful, fella. Now it runs away. Apothecary was revived. 2-to-1 cap for the red team. And it's a frantic opening. Continues on this east side too. Still some shooter boys over here. getting a power bash. Amazing start from Hans. Done some really good work. Here's the Storm Boys. They have power melee weapons and they can jump on you. Not the most elegant jump unit, but they can hurt you pretty well. The Guardian Weapon team falling way back there. Farseer in place with a Doombringer up to cast Doom on people, which is nasty. We got a medical sergeant there, can hand out medical packs, and this is, indeed it is, the immune to suppression one with Stand Firm. Storm Boys getting in here, Hard Boys on them as a global buff from the Warboss, giving them some damage resistance. Double Storm Boys from Hans. Oh boy, grenade almost finishing those fellas off. They got away with 10 hit points there. Let's see how these double Storm Boys do. This is going to be crazy. Doing some good work over there, that's for sure. The Eldar not really set up for dealing with double Storm Boys on that side. There's Doom, but nothing really around to take advantage of it. There are some Marines here. We got some more Strat Squad for Dark Ace. Did not replace the Stormtroopers then. CORBU also getting some Strat Squad. And Nemesis Focus is up. For all of the Strat Squad, I've still never seen the Cybolt's ammunition upgrade taken. It's always Nemesis Focus. Some power bashing from Hans. Able to get on this power in a flash a couple of times. There's burners really helping with the bash. But here comes some suppression. Going to get jumped. They should be able to finish that generator yet. Maybe they can get all three of the originals. Down goes the Shuriken. That is painful. Forgefather not having a good time against these Orks here. Assault Squad comes in to spoil the power bashing party. And the Macho Man Marines clean up. Getting some kills too. Apothecary is going to want to be saving the full auto for probably the Warboss, right? I guess the brother captain, if he comes over here, is down at the moment from CORBU. Leveling up his Dark Ace. This guy's level 5 in tier 1. Holy crap, how many Stormtroopers did he kill? Blessed Aegis is up, gives him this nice energy shield. And of course, the Ordo Malleus have ways to regenerate energy for you. He's even got a global ability that will just give you energy. Strat Squad and Purifiers, I think, can do purification and give you energy back. Maybe it was removed from Purifiers actually, which is kind of ironic given their name being Purifiers. Tier 2 all around, aside from DEADPOOL, does have a heavy weapon squad, but they're in retreat here. Red team retain the west side despite Hans' good work in general. Spiky armor's in play here, and Ard Boys up on the Warboss. Liberal usage of that global so far. It's done really well for Hans. Both Stormtrooper squads still alive. And blue team are going to take the west contested VP. These guys still chasing, trying to finish off the Apothecary. They're not going to do it. Maybe they just jump in to get on the VP here. Going to face some scouts. No shotguns though. And they don't want to fight. Okay. I thought they were going to go in on the Marines there, but it would have been dicey. Brother Captain was also showing up. This is the Blessed Aegis level 5 fella. This guy's level 1 with a Nemesis Force sword. Level 2 Apothecary, got a level 1 Farseer with that Doombringer. Level 2 Lord General with a Stand Firm Carapace, and a Warboss is having a lot of fun so far getting the Power Claw up at level 2. That central contested power turns red. Doubles. Wait, these guys are level 4 already in tier 1. That's insane to see a level 4 squad. They must have killed like 20 Stormtroopers or something. Storm Boys getting a knob leader over here. He's got a heavy melee weapon which can damage all targets and allows them to stun when they land, kicking it off with a Bomber Boy, sorry, from the improved rocket packs. Wraith Lord is in, and it's a good choice from Forgefather against double Storm Boys. They're not going to like fighting that guy. Can counter-initiate their jumps very, very well. Orks here are going to get a flank on the Marines. Jamona trying to face down this defensive Imperial Guard stuff, but suddenly Orks. Here comes a Dreadnought though. Will help against the Orky melee as well. And a Wraith Lord alongside it. I'm not sure the blue team can stand against this right now. Are we seeing a las cannon on the way? We are. Might get a few shots. Need to set up again though. Grenades going in. Those guys trying to get a decap. I think it would have been better just to try and fight there. Las Cannon is getting shots on the Wraith Lord. Maybe 3. Maybe 4. That's a lot of damage for 3 shots. Holy crap. We have a Sniper Rifle Lord General to improve the range of allied troops. Is it only his? It says nearby infantry, so it's not only his stuff. Here comes the Strike Squad with Justicars up. Gives them even more hit points from the Nemesis focus when they have their Justicar. Tank Busters for Hans to fight these vehicles. There we go. Got those rocket launchers. And blue team for now retaining the contested VP. Warboss is down. Dreadnought gets the assault cannon. Tank Buster Barrage does get a few hits on the Dreadnought assault squad trying to get here and break things up. They need some support though. Shotguns are in play. Where's the Apothecary? He is coming in. Might be able to throw out a heal and save these guys. Assault Cannon Barrage knocks down the Tank Busters, but the Assault Marines do not want to fight the Storm Boys at that much health. And they're going after this Space Marine Dreadnought, which no longer has melee resistance once it gets the Assault Cannon. Suddenly, Grey Knights though. We got Purifiers up here for CORBU. Awesome melee squad with a long range charge. They have a heavy melee Justicar, and their regular power weapons do more damage to vehicles than usual, so they are a decent choice for dealing with an early vehicle. Warboss gets a stomp and runs away. And supported by the improved We Are the Hammer. That's pretty nasty. Might need some more suppression up here, the red team. Because these Marines are just getting sliced up. Maybe Purification right, so he's gone for improved medical equipment. And they're going to tear through the Assault Marines too. Oh, they're going after the Dreadnought. They do have Doom on them. So that Wraith Lord's going to get some big hits. Ard Boys from the Warboss put on the Purifiers. If that's not heresy, are they going to get this Dreadnought? I don't think they are. Shotgun Blast helps out the Dreadnought. And the Purifiers retreat. Barely took any damage there though. Uh-oh. Tank Busters have found the Wraith Lord. Farseer trying to get in to tie them up. Almost got it down with that volley there. Special attack was pretty good. Power bashing from the Imperial Guard. The red team really struggling to hold their lines here. Tier 3 for Dark Ace, Tier 3 for CORBU, and Tier 3 for Forgefather. In fact, they're hitting it now. Got some late game Banshees on the field. Help go toe to toe this melee. Double Storm Boy still up, and some Ogrins now for DEADPOOL. Getting their Bonehead leader allows them to use Your Red, which is a good destructive ability. Here's the double Dark Ace Strat Squad, level 4 and level 1. Red team trying to cap, but here comes Storm Boys. Oh, we saw the energy burst used on the Ogrins there, messing up their speed, and it would have drained energy if they had any. That's a ability from the Strat Squad. I think they need their Justicar to use it though. Warboss shut down by the full auto. First time I've actually seen that happen. I'm sure it's happened before though. Brother Captain gets away, I believe. Yes, has the Nemesis warding staff. Good old fight going on there. Storm Boy still in play. Assault Squad jumping back and might need to retreat because that's Ogrins and Storm Boys on you. Doom goes up on the Ogrins. They're just backing away to make the debuff not worthwhile. And here's some Seer Council. Maybe they were called in by Forgefather. That is one of the global abilities of the Farseer power melee squad that can leap into combat and have a passive 15% range damage reduction, which does affect themselves. There's actually an aura. You can see it affecting those Dire Avengers there. Are they going to fight this Brother Captain? What are they up to? They are. They can do a hell of a lot of damage too. Taking some good amount of shots. Can they finish them off? They do. Now they need to run though. Now they must flee. They are going to get away just fine, I think. Storm Boys jumping into the back lines. Maybe looking for that Dreadnought. But there's a Wraith Lord to fight them. Ogrins also have heavy melee on every model. Warboss has heavy armor up. He's almost 2,000 hit points at level 3. Not bad at all. 275 to 325. Full auto again on the Warboss. But is there enough damage to make him retreat? There isn't. He's still in play. And blue team retain the west side. And here's some paladins for CORBU, calling them in from the global bar. Heavy melee Terminator variant that has some nasty abilities and are incredibly tough, as you might expect. Have the Holy Grounds, which is amazing. And I think that's given to them by the Liber Demonica. Or it might be something else that they get from that. Warboss runs away. Power melee kicks from the Banshees. Heavy turret up. But look at this. Stone Guard veterans are capping. Well, at least decapping. That was a big old shot, though. No heal from the Apothecary. A bit too late there. That heavy turret is doing some work. Hard Boys goes up on them. That can't be Hard Boys. What is that? Oh, that's the And They Shall Know No Fear. Warboss is on the other team. Indrid got it right. They did cap, though. That was heroic capping. They barely got away there. Have a plasma cannon now. Which is going to make capping quite difficult, I would think. Oh, and the Psychic Storm from the Farseer at level 4. Scouts here trying to get some vision for the plasma cannons, I think. Under infiltration. There's a double cap for the red team. And a fire prism here for Forgefather. I feel like blue team have done a hell of a lot of damage, but here we see red team with a VP lead. And all of a sudden, with fire prisms and plasma cannons to stop these caps, they're set up decently well. Maybe Jamona can get a Land Raider up. Are blue team going to push the mid? What's going on here? We've got Paladins. We have a level 2 Brother Captain. We've got some Purifiers. Stormtroopers and stuff. Here's the Liber Demonica, and it does give them the Holy Ground. Speeds up allies, slows down enemies. Pretty damn good. What is this? It's more Paladins, this time from Dark Ace. Just waltzing straight in here with Doom on them are CORBU's Paladins. Dreadnought backs the hell away. No usage of Holy Ground there. Stormtroopers getting demolished. Storm Boys getting stuck in. What a big fight. Here's a looted tank all of a sudden from Hans. And if you can keep track of this, you're a better commentator than I am. Looks like it's an uncapped VP. The Lord General's going after it though. Ogrin stuck in with Seer Council. That's not a very good fight for them. Especially Seer Council that seems to have guide on them from the Farseer. Okay, is it settling down? Can I catch my breath here? Looks like we have an uncapped VP and still quite even in the field. Blue teams seem to have got control of things. These Paladins need to be careful. Having to retreat away there. Warboss is level 3, having some fun. Now has the trophy rack as well, as you saw. And the Nemesis Demon Hammer on the way for the Brother Captain of CORBU. I probably would have kept the sword going. Demolishing Strike is good though, but it's a regular melee weapon. Knocks away. Does it stun as well? I don't think it stuns. Not sure if that will knock away Paladins. Maybe we'll get to see. Fire Prism needs to be careful here. Paladins on it. It's not going to last very long. They are so deep in enemy territory. Do they still have their teleport? I don't think they do. They might just go down here. But that's Seer Council on them. There's the teleport. They did have it. Lost the model though. And these stayed in way too long there, I think. That was very risky. They might even get chased back. They've already dropped 2 models. Seer Council are on them. There's some Ard Boys to try and save them from the Warboss, and it does work, I think. Ogrin's up against Seer Council, and these Seer Council are low health, and the Ogrin's have a lot of support, and they do get rid of them. 109, 307 on the VPs. Good shot from the fire prism, being chased by Ogrins. On the rear armor as well. Meanwhile, mid, HansMoleMan trying to push through and get on this VP, I suppose. Sluggers with their knob leader. Some blinded Storm Boys there from that Operatives retreat. Don't think they got on the VP though at any point. Wraithlord is now there to look after it. Farseer trying to cap, taking a lot of damage. Does get the D though. The D cap there. This is CORBU's brother captain down. You fellas are turning into Vanguard veterans. I'm hearing some Daka. Oh, it's this. Global LE1 says Jamona, I think he's talking about the nuke. Land Raider Redeemer is on the way and almost out. Got nuke ready, says Dark Ace. The Ordo Malleus has the orbital bombardment nuke. Back in the early days of Ordo Malleus or Grey Knights, they were to get their own unique nuke. It was like some kind of aircraft, I forget what it was called. Thunderhawk or something. Gunship coming in with a big strafing run. But it was very complex to do, and I don't think they could get it to work. You had to like create your own strafing run animation for that thing. As they're kind of doing some work, these guys can't be knocked over because of their refractor shields. Are pretty damn useful. Here's the Vanguard veterans, and they've gone for the Power Fist immediately. Oh hey, that's a pretty good nuke. That must have been Dark Ace then. That is very effective. Can they follow it up? Almost took out the bunker too. Very good nuke, and they're going to take the VP hit. Baneblade is up for DEADPOOL. Paladin is still around. We've got a Knob squad for Hans now, and look at this, they're on the enemy VP. Getting their meaner and greener. Also already have the U-Jammers, and they have their Knob leader. I don't think Red Team want to sit on this. They need to try and stay active and get on the enemy VP. They are doing so. Look at this. Operatives from Dark Ace. Land Raider Crusader on the way. The Redeemer has gone where? It's gone to the west side. 109280. Knob squad did get the full cap. And are going to retreat relatively safely, I think. They didn't drop on model. Look at that. Lots of melee shenanigans going on. Blessed Aegis. Brother Captain lives. This guy's level 10. Bloody hell. Now has the Unending Purge. Help power that shield. Here comes that Baneblade. Bristling with guns, but does need support and help, especially from powerful melee troops such as the enemy paladins. That's a rocket run and an orbital. Bloody hell. Does the Land Raider survive? It does. It does. I thought the Baneblade was going to push after it there. It really should have pushed after it. Might be able to finish it off. Now it's maybe a bit too late. Eats a plasma cannon shot. Is getting some repairs. And blue team do retake the west side. 58 to 280. Looters on the field now for Hans. Trying to get an anti-vehicle weapon maybe. They've kept their death gun for now. Avatar of Cain for Forgefather. No sign of any D cannons yet. Vanguard veterans getting stuck in, being suppressed by the heavy bolters on the Baneblade there. That's a Demolisher Cannon too. Oh, big old hit. Dropping models. Should have retreated as soon as he saw that thing. Baneblade lives. Some spotters doing some work late game. Look at that. On the way, some interceptors from CORBU. Where's that Crusader? There it is. It's got heavy bolters galore. Twin link to Soot Cannon and a multi-melter on top. Red team retaking their natural. A single cap for blue. I think they're going to need more than that. Here comes some stick bombers now for Hans. Got a hell of a lot of diversified squads to try and micro here, Hans. We'll see how he does. If the action's all contained in one place, it's slightly easier to deal with. But it looks like Hans is intent on going after this VP whenever possible. Looks like CORBU tried to go after it too, went down. There's Frenzy from the Nob Squad, giving suppression immunity and damage resistance. They don't use it to go after the Land Raider though. Purifies up. And the Strike Squad are actually fighting in ranged combat despite having Nemesis focus. There we go. They're getting into some melee. Nob Squad now piling in. Seer Counselor there. This could be a dicey fight for both teams. Nob Squad taking a lot of damage actually. There's the Holy Grounds from the Paladins. Nob Squad, do they get away? Seer Counselor trying to finish them off. They took huge amounts of damage. They do go down. Supported by the Brother Captain as well, doing some good power melee damage. Nob Squad dealt with there. Seer Council were kind of a boss. They did have a lot of support. They did so much damage. 46 to 241. Dark Ace now with some Grey Knight Terminators on the way. The Looters of Hands were lost at some point. Oh, look at this. The ground is so broken that we're seeing the water through it. Another heavy turret going down. And why not? Here comes the Avatar of Cain. The Land Raider Redeemer there just acting as a great retreat point for the entire team. Eldritch does hit the Baneblade, but not a huge amount. Wailing Doom on it now. Misses the Baneblade, mostly. Is Avatar going to stay here? Goes to tie up the Stick Bombers. Boom. Now they're trying to go after the Baneblade here. Right Lance of the Wraith Lord getting rear armor hit. Seer Counselor on it with their power melee. Avatar's not on it. Here he comes. Can they finish it off? Big swing from the Avatar is going to help. It might take it out, in fact. There it goes. Smack. Down goes the Baneblade. I mean, when you get Eldritched and then they follow it up, what can you do, really? What can you do? Unless you've got tons of stuff in place to defend. There's the Holy Grounds again. Land Raiders side by side here. And the Dreadnought survived. Look at this thing. Level 3 with Dark Age of Technology. Up to 1752 hit points. Needs some repairs. And blue team needs some VPs. Had a few bad engagements, didn't they? In this very late game. And that Land Raider Redeemer helped out a huge amount. There's a triple. And that's most likely to win for red team. GG there from Hans and Jamona. That was a fun one. At a level 4 Warboss started off incredibly strong, Hans. But losing the Nob Squad in that fight was like the nail in the coffin, I think, because they could have gone after Land Raiders and stuff. Lord General's level 7 and down. Level 5 Brother Captain over here. And level 10 Brother Captain for Dark Ace. One of the fastest leveling heroes I've seen. Apothecary was level 6. Did have Armor of the Apothecary at the end. And a level 8 Farseer. Noisy Land Raider over there. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.